One summer evening in 2009, a 14-year-old went for her daily walk alone before bed, until a man with a knife forced her into the car with another man. They raped her over a period of 12 hours while a third man filmed. After Rose Kalimba's assault, no one believed her. The policemen would put emphasis on the word alleged when referring to the hours-long rape. Even her own family doubted her story. They asked if it had started consensually. She was a stabbed and beaten 14-year-old victim, and they wondered if it was just a night gone wild. Months later, no one could deny her story, when hundreds of thousands of people watched the rape for themselves through videos on Pornhub. According to Psychology Today of March 15, 2018, Pornhub gets about 56,000 visitors in a single minute, meaning about 500,000 people during this speech alone. Between 2017 and 2019, the Internet Watch Foundation has confirmed at least 118 cases of child rape, sexual abuse, and trafficking on Pornhub. But the New York Times of December 4th, 2020 explained that if you know what to look for, it's possible to find hundreds of apparent abuse porn videos within minutes. With the popularity of Pornhub and the porn industry as a whole, it's evident that porn has great power in our society. The publication of sexual assault or non-consensual abuse porn is pervasive and desensitizes us to a gendered violence. So today, we'll explore the causes, effects, and solutions of non-consensual abuse porn, because no one should have to relive their rape through a porn site. In November 2019, a missing 15-year-old girl was finally rescued after over a year of being sex trafficked. They found her after her mother discovered 58 videos of the girl being raped published on Pornhub. The account posting was a verified Pornhub user. There are two primary causes that lead to the publication of non-consensual abuse porn: cultural norms and a lack of regulation. First, cultural norms. Unfortunately, we live in a society that still heavily objectifies women. And one of the reasons that underage abuse porn is so widespread has to do with society's obsession with sexualizing youth. According to the documentary Misrepresentation, women are socialized to believe that younger is sexier through beauty standards like shaving to be baby soft or anti-aging to look 10 years younger. One of the most searched terms on Pornhub is teen pornography. In fact, it has been a top 10 search term for the past 6 consecutive years. Many of these videos feature girls that look 13, girls with braces, holding teddy bears and licking lollipops, all while being aggressively penetrated. A quick search for the word teen turns up titles such as Young Girl Tricked, Innocent Tiny Teen, or Tiny Teen's First Time. Secondly, lack of regulation. There are little to no laws or guidelines for publishing on massive porn sites like Pornhub. Pornhub has no system in place to reliably verify the age or consent of those featured in the videos it profits from. All that is needed to upload pornography onto Pornhub is an email address. No government ID is needed, not even to become a verified user, which trusty blue checkmark makes everything seem legit. The founder of the #TraffickingHub campaign, Layla Malkawat, tried it. She said it took her under 10 minutes to create a user account and upload blank test content that went live instantly, leading us to the conclusion that there could be hundreds, if not thousands, of videos of underage sex trafficking victims on Pornhub at this very moment. In 2020, 22 women won a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the men behind Girls Do Porn. The company was charged with fraud, sex trafficking by force, and child pornography. The New York Times found that videos of at least 6 of the victims of Girls Do Porn were still on Pornhub, which means that Pornhub is still profiting off of them. The publication of non-consensual abuse porn affects us all in an incredibly gendered way. Thus, we'll need to explore how first this porn affects men, and second, how it affects women. First, let's address how this issue generally affects men. This type of porn reinforces a harmful stereotype that men are sexual beasts that have no control over their desires. This type of porn depicts men in gross domination of their sexual partners, and often they are physically and verbally abusive or violent towards these women. A study from James Cook University in 2019 found that watching porn like this increases a man's perception that porn-like sex is the norm. Meaning we're teaching boys through porn that not only is this acceptable, but this is what should be desired. This hurts men's satisfaction in relationships and in their sex lives. It restricts their sexuality into a rigid definition of dominance, and anything outside of that is met with shame or considered soft or weak. Next, let's analyze how the publication of this porn affects women. First, it desensitizes us to a gendered violence. Abuse porn reinforces a harmful stereotype that women are submissive and undeserving of sexual agency. A study from the University of Arkansas and NYU looked at 50 popular porn films and found that in 95% of cases, when a performer is physically hit by another, they either respond with pleasure or indifference. This type of porn makes women powerless. Rose had zero control in the videos and over them. She pleaded with Pornhub over 6 months to take down the videos. She told them that she was a minor and that it was an assault, yet she received no reply and the videos remained. She would wonder with every stranger she made eye contact with, had they gratified themselves to my rape? One of the worst ways that this affects women is it re-victimizes them. Not only do they have to survive their assault, but they have to survive every day after, with a constant reminder that's there for not only them, but the world to see. When asked why videos with titles such as teen abuse while sleeping, or drunk teen abuse and extreme teen abuse are still active on Pornhub, the company stated, "We allow all forms of sexual expression that follow our terms of use, and they are protected by freedom of speech laws." This type of porn is dehumanizing and damaging, and we have an obligation to end it. We have 2 solutions, first on a regulatory and on a personal level. First, we need to regulate the publication of porn to ensure that women and children are not exploited. We need to hold both creators and publishers accountable. The Trafficking Hub campaign aims to shut down super predator site Pornhub and hold the executives behind it accountable. I have attached a document with further information. There are also actions we can take on a personal level, including alternatives to mass publishers like Pornhub. On my handout, I have a list of women-run and ethical porn publishers. A lot of these require a subscription fee, but that money goes to a strict vetting process and the payment for of-age consenting actresses what they deserve. Porn is not the issue. It's porn companies that exploit women and children to line their pockets that has to end. Today, we explore the causes, effects, and solutions of the perpetuation of sexual violence in pornography. You probably want me to tell you that Rose is okay now, but immediately after Rose was released from the hospital, she attempted suicide. She covered the mirrors in her house because she didn't want to look at herself. Her attackers were charged not with rape, but with contributions towards the delinquency of a minor, a misdemeanor. There is no happy ending as long as non-consensual abuse porn can be found through a quick Google search.